This week, one of Donald Trump's indicted lawyers, and it's weird to have to specify one of Donald Trump's indicted lawyers because there's many of them, but one of Donald Trump's indicted lawyers appeared in a two-part interview Tuesday and Wednesday evening on Laura Ingraham's program on Fox News. And during his Wednesday evening performance, John Eastman appeared to admit to the very thing that he has been indicted for. In fact, legal experts, lawyers across social media reacted to the clip, basically saying he just admitted to the very thing he was indicted for. Let me read you what Eastman said. What I recommended, and I've said this repeatedly, is that he accede to request from more than 100 state legislators in their swing states to give them a week to try and sort out the impact of what everybody acknowledged was illegality in the conduct of the election. He, of course, is talking about the request he made to Vice President Mike Pence with regard to the January 6th certification of the Electoral College results. He is saying, listen, I didn't tell him to reject the votes. I just told him to delay it a week while 100 state legislators got back to me on some issues I'm working on. But he didn't tell him to reject the votes, he said. And that's, allegedly what he's been indicted for. But that's not what he's been indicted for. In fact, he was indicted on the January 4th meeting with Mike Pence, where he either reject electoral votes from certain states or delay the joint session of Congress on January 6th. Now that's directly from the indictment. So one of the things you were indicted for was trying to get Mike Pence to even delay it, interfering in the certification of the election, interfering with an official act of Congress. You just admitted on Laura Ingraham's program that all you were trying to do was get him to delay it. Wonderful. That's exactly why you're facing criminal charges, and it's nice that you admitted that, because I can go ahead and promise you one thing right here. That clip from Laura Ingraham will be played in court. Now, you may not have said it under oath, so, you got a little bit of wiggle room to try to defend it, but it will be played in court. It will be used against you. That's how these things work, John. You're a lawyer. I mean, hell, aren't you a law school teacher, like a professor? Shouldn't you know these things? Trump and his allies and his co-defendants need to remember that you do not have to say anything. Okay? You don't have to accept when Laura Ingraham calls you and says, you want to come on my show? You can say no. You can 100% say no. And the more you go out there, the more you talk about these indictments against you, the worse it's going to be for you. Because again, even though you're not under oath, that doesn't mean what you say can't be used against you in court, because it will. And courts are fun these days. They got all kinds of audio visual. They're going to play that clip. The jury is going to hear you admit to the very thing you were indicted for on Laura Ingraham's program. So if you want to keep talking, keep talking. You're making Fani Willis's job so much easier. But if you want to save your skin, or at least have a chance of getting acquitted, the best thing for you to do from this point forward is just shut your mouth. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.